In the deserts of Saudi Arabia, a bold vision is rising. The Line, a city unlike any before. It's the centerpiece of NEOM and Saudi Arabia's Vision 2030, aiming to reinvent urban life and move the nation beyond oil. The Line promises a car-free, pollution-free future, with everything residents need within a 5-minute walk. Imagine a linear city stretching for miles, preserving nature by concentrating life in a narrow footprint. High-speed rail will connect the city end-to-end in just 20 minutes, all powered by renewable energy and managed by AI. For Saudi Arabia, the Line is a leap toward a post-oil future and a statement of global ambition. But as 2025 unfolds, the dream faces tough economic and engineering realities. The world is watching to see if this audacious experiment can become more than just a vision. The original plan for the Line was staggering: 2 parallel skyscrapers, each 500 meters tall, stretching 170 kilometers across the desert. These mirrored walls would house a multi-layered city, blending into the landscape and eliminating cars entirely. Residents would live in walkable neighborhoods, with all essentials just minutes away. The city aimed for zero emissions, powered by solar and wind, and managed by advanced AI. The goal, 1.5 million people by 2030, eventually growing to 9 million. The Line was pitched as the answer to urban sprawl, pollution, and social isolation, a blueprint for the future. Its scale and ambition captured global attention, positioning Saudi Arabia as a leader in futuristic urbanism. But as construction began, the project's grand vision quickly collided with real-world challenges. The dream city would soon face a critical test of feasibility. By mid-2025, the Line's limitless ambition hit a wall: falling oil prices and a tightening budget. The Saudi Public Investment Fund, once flush with cash, launched a strategic review to reassess the project's scale and timeline. Consultants were brought in to scrutinize costs and feasibility, signaling a shift from boundless optimism to financial realism. The Line's estimated $500 billion price tag became a growing concern as the kingdom's budget deficit widened. A new CEO was appointed to steer the project through these turbulent waters. The focus shifted from grand dreams to managing a complex, costly build under strict financial constraints. The Line entered a new phase, one defined by tough trade-offs and pragmatic decisions. Facing financial reality and mounting logistical challenges, the Line's ambitious vision was dramatically scaled back, marking a significant turning point for the project. The original plan to build a 170-kilometer linear city by 2030 was shelved. Instead, developers shifted focus to a much more modest first phase, a 2.4-kilometer segment that would serve as a proof of concept for the entire project. To adapt, the project adopted a modular approach, constructing smaller, self-contained communities one at a time. This method allows for incremental progress, making it easier to manage resources and address unforeseen obstacles as they arise. This strategy not only enables better cost control and flexibility, but also provides the opportunity to learn from each completed phase before moving on to the next. Each module can be refined and improved, reducing risk and increasing the likelihood of long-term success. As a result, population targets were slashed dramatically, from an initial goal of 1.5 million residents by 2030 to fewer than 300,000 in the first module. This more realistic target reflects the project's new, phased approach. While the long-term goal of housing 9 million residents remains on the horizon, it's now seen as a distant ambition, to be achieved only if the initial phases prove successful and sustainable. Urban development experts see this pivot as a smart and necessary adjustment for such a complex and unprecedented project. By starting small, the Line can address challenges early and adapt its strategy as needed. The focus is now on delivering a tangible, functioning piece of the city, one that can demonstrate the viability of the concept and provide a real-world example of what the future could look like. If this first step succeeds, it could attract further investment, inspire confidence among stakeholders, and build the momentum needed for future expansion along the planned route. Ultimately, the Line's future now depends on the success of this scaled-down modular experiment, one that could redefine how cities are built in the 21st century. Despite scaled-back ambitions and a more modest timeline, construction at the Line is both intense and relentless. The desert landscape is being transformed day and night, as teams of workers and fleets of machines push forward with the project's first phase. Recent aerial photos reveal a hive of activity. Towering cranes, heavy machinery, and sprawling work camps now dominate what was once empty sand. The sheer scale of logistics and manpower required is staggering, with thousands of workers living on site to keep the momentum going. The most visible progress is on the city's spine, an underground corridor designed for high-speed rail, utilities, and future transport systems. This backbone will eventually connect the entire city, making it the lifeline of the line. Deep foundation pits and parallel trenches now cut through the desert, marking the beginnings of this ambitious, futuristic city. These early works are essential, setting the stage for everything that will rise above ground. This foundational work is crucial, forming the skeleton for what's to come. Every beam and slab of concrete is meticulously placed, ensuring the city's future structures will stand strong in the harsh desert environment. Nearby, the Octagon floating port is also taking shape, with construction activity buzzing along the water's edge. This port is a key part of the broader NEOM vision, promising to revolutionize logistics and industry in the region. For now, the current focus is on the initial 2.4-kilometer segment, a tiny fraction of the original 170-kilometer plan. This first stretch is a test bed for the city's bold ideas and engineering solutions. This first module is a proof of concept, critical for attracting residents, businesses, and investors. Its success will determine whether the rest of the project moves forward as envisioned. The world is watching closely. Media, investors, and the public are all eager to see if this segment can deliver on its promises. If it succeeds, it could reignite enthusiasm and funding for the project's grand ambitions. For now, progress is real and tangible, but the scale remains far smaller than first imagined. The contrast between the built segment and the vast, untouched desert is striking, a reminder of how much work lies ahead. The fate of the line hinges on this first crucial phase. The determination of the workers and the vision of the planners will decide whether this bold experiment becomes a new model for cities or just a dream in the sand. The line's $500 billion price tag is staggering, more than the GDP of many nations. Financial strain has led to job cuts across NEOM as the project streamlines to survive. The dream of limitless opportunity now comes with painful layoffs and tough choices. Beyond money, there's a human cost. The Huaytat tribe has been displaced, sparking protests and international criticism. The project's utopian narrative is complicated by stories of lost homes and disrupted lives. Inside NEOM, a yes-man culture is raising concerns about honest feedback and realistic planning. Critics warn that poor expectation management could undermine the project's future. The line's challenges are not just financial, they're social, ethical, and deeply human. Every step forward comes with a price, both seen and unseen. In mid-2025, the line stands at a crossroads. Progress is real, but uncertainty looms. The world is watching as this ambitious project, once hailed as a revolution in urban design, faces its most critical test yet. The promise of a city stretching across the desert, powered by renewable energy and advanced technology, has captured imaginations everywhere. Construction is underway on the first 2.4-kilometer segment, but the original vision has been sharply reduced. Instead of a sprawling, uninterrupted line, the project now focuses on a smaller, more manageable section, an attempt to prove the concept before scaling up. Experts see the modular approach as a smart pivot, allowing for flexibility and adaptation as challenges arise. Yet, skepticism remains, with many wondering if this scaled-down version can deliver on the grand promises made. Critics question the project's financial viability, technical challenges, and environmental impact. Concerns about cost overruns, resource allocation, and the true sustainability of such a massive undertaking continue to fuel debate. The biggest questions persist. Can the first module succeed? Will it function as intended? And can it inspire confidence in the project's future? Will it attract enough people and investment to justify expansion? The project's fate may hinge on its ability to draw residents, businesses, and global attention. Can a top-down vision create a vibrant, creative society, or will it struggle to foster genuine community and innovation? And what of the displaced communities and work culture concerns? The social cost of such rapid transformation is still being measured, with many voices demanding answers and accountability. The line's future is far from certain. It could become a model for sustainable living or a monument to overreach. Its success or failure will echo far beyond Saudi Arabia's borders. For now, it exists between science fiction and reality, watched by a fascinated, skeptical world. Every milestone is scrutinized, every setback magnified. Saudi Arabia's experiment continues step by uncertain step. Each day brings new challenges, but also new opportunities to redefine what a city can be. The outcome will shape not just a city, but the future of urban life itself, setting a precedent for generations to come.